Hi, this is Abid Kazmi for the CTV USA, and here are the major headlines. Rescue operations were underway in northern India after a Himalayan glacier broke away, sweeping away a hydraulic dam and flooding villages, leaving up to 150 people dead. A witness reported a wall of dust, rock, and water as an avalanche roared down the valley located more than 500 kilometers north of New Delhi. Footage shared by locals showed the water washing away parts of the hydraulic dam as well as whatever else was in its path. Area's police chief Ashok Kumar told reporters more than 50 people working at the dam were feared dead, some others had been rescued. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said he was closely monitoring the situation. This particular area in the Himalayas is prone to flash floods and landslides. In June 2013, record rainfall caused devastating floods that claimed close to 6,000 lives. The chances that Pakistani mountaineer Muhammad Ali Satpara, who had set off on a mission to climb K2 summit, has survived are very slim, his son told the media on Sunday. In a conversation with the reporters in Skardu, Sajid said that rescue operations now only make sense if they are carried out to bring back his body. Otherwise, for the chances for anyone to survive at 8,000 meters after being missing for 2 to 3 days are very next to none. Pilots of a Chinese Liberation Army aviation troop have carried out a flight exercise ahead of the Spring Festival, braving high altitude and extremely cold weather. The combat scenario based training includes such as subjects as flying through channels, border performance, landing in wildlands, and low flying penetration of defense line. Flying above the plateau in winter with high altitudes, low temperature, and severe lack of oxygen tests both the physical fitness of pilots and the performance of the helicopter equipment. At the altitude of 6,000 meters, the oxygen content in the air is half less than that it is in the plain area, and the temperature outside the helicopters or the planes is minus 35 degrees Celsius. The height and super speed cause headache and asthma, which makes it very challenging for the pilots to stay alert for possible risks. We want peace, but we don't fear wars. We have confidence and are capable of protecting the air of our country and every inch of its territorial land, said Fu Juan, a pilot in the Chinese Liberation Army. The lander and rover of the Change 4 probe has resumed operations for their 27th lunar day on the far side of the moon. According to the Lunar Exploration and Space Program Center of the China National Space Administration, the lander and rover were activated last week. It is currently located about 430 meters northwest of the landing site. A lunar day is equal to 14 days on Earth, and a lunar night is of the same length. During this period, the panorama camera on the rover is going to capture colored images of rocks and impact craters on the moon. Senior Chinese diplomat held a phone conversation with US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. The development of US China relations has brought great benefits to the people of the two countries and has also promoted world peace and prosperity, said Yang, a member of the political bureau of the Communist Party of China. He also said that US China relations now stand at a key point, adding that the Chinese government takes a stable and consistent policies towards the United States. Yang also said that China urges that United States needs to rectify its mistakes made over a period of time and worked with China to uphold the spirit of no conflict and no confrontation. Thousands of farmers across India blocked with makeshift tents, tractors, trucks, and boulders to pressure the government to roll back agricultural reforms that have triggered month-long protests. The federal government has offered concessions to the farmers but refuses to repeal three laws passed last year that it says are crucial to bring new investment to the sector. But farmers fear the reforms will leave them at the mercy of big corporate buyers, gradually ending the current practice of assured government purchases mainly for grain such as wheat and rice. Saturday's 3-hour Chakka Jam or road blockade started around noon except in New Delhi and a couple of neighboring states. Thousands of farmers have already braving New Delhi's winter by sleeping in the open for months on national highways. Their protests have mostly been peaceful, but a tractor rally on January 26 flared into a turmoil as some farmers clashed with police. Since then, authorities have shut down the mobile internet in parts of the national capital and have heavily barricaded border roads to prevent protests from coming into the city again. Thank you for watching. For more news and updates, please click on our link tree.